All right, folks, I have the star of the show today. We're going to be interviewing Sofia Martinson. So, this woman is a holistic health coach who loves helping specifically women. Now, she's going to not just go on the surface, she's going to go deep, deep healing, emotional healing, traumas in the body. But first, she's going to address nutrition. Of course, we're going to talk about hydrogen water and how it's important. So, she's going to give you a little background about herself and what makes her so passionate. So, thank you for being here with us today, Sofia.
Thank you, and thank you for having me here. Such a pleasure. My journey with holistic health actually started since ever I can remember. I am born and raised in the southern part of Sweden at the countryside. So I've always been into the natural parts, and I love animals, and I've always been moving my body and doing different kind of sports. So health and healthy lifestyle has always been with me. And it was actually then when I was pregnant with my first daughter, when I started to dig deeper into health and how the body actually works and so on. So when I got pregnant, I was, oh my God, what am I putting in my body? What am I eating? And I started to reading labels on the food. And that was my very first start. So when I read labels and I understood oh my God, what is this? I can't even pronounce it. I don't know what it means. It's different numbers. So I started to understand that we are putting things in our body that, what is it? It's artificial stuff. So I started to avoid that, and I also started to be very aware of what I put on my body, and there was the start of the journey and to going down in the rabbit hole, actually.
Yes. And so you work with, quite a few people. You've part of women, and you always have new courses coming up where you take these women and guide them through a process. Can you kind of explain the process of where these women go through, nutrition-wise, everything that you're doing with them, and just kind of let us know how the results?
Yeah. Mostly women are coming to me with issues from the gut, imbalances in the gut, or low energy, or they have also skin issues. Those are the top issues. And when they're coming to me, I have a holistic approach, and I'm using tools from the Chinese medicine. So I'm actually, firstly, I'm looking at the face and I'm looking at the tongue, because we have these reflex zones in the face and on the tongue that are communicating with different organs or different systems on the inside. So I can see if my client has issues that comes from the gut, or maybe issues from a liver that is dysfunctional, or so on. So these things I'm looking at together with the lifestyle. So when they're coming to me, I always ask 50 questions or more, 70 questions. They have to answer that first. And then I draw these connections to, okay, we have the liver needs support, the stomach needs support, and so on. And then after that, I work with nutrition. I work with homeopathy, and I work with cleansing and detoxes. And I also work with fasting, because fasting is a very powerful tool, and fasting has this self-healing mechanism. We are all of us has this self-healing mechanism in our body. We just need to know how to unlock it.
Yes. Well, let's brief the audience a little bit on, tell them about, I've been fasting now for, about 3 years. So I do no breakfast, no lunch, and I just eat dinner. And I have found that to be just great. I don't think about food all day. I feel I'm very energized during the day. So one staple, of course, is the hydrogen water, because when I'm hungry, I just drink that energy. I can keep going. So tell them a little bit about maybe autophagy and what that is and why your body is going to clean itself.
Yeah, autophagy is so cool. Actually, it's like you said, it's like the cell is eating itself, or it's cleaning itself, or it's repairing itself, and making new cells. And so when we stop eating, this system is ongoing in our system. So you need to, like, up to between 16, 18, 17 hours from when you stop eating, this system starts to, go in your body. So it's pretty easy to get it, but it's hard for people because food is so emotional, and food is so much more than just eating. So you eat with like emotions too. So yeah, and you can do fasting different also. You can do, like you say, like 1 meal a day, work for many people, very good. Intermittent fasting, like between 13 to 15 hours, is also very good. But the longer you can go with fasting, the more deeper you can go also into autophagy, and you can get like other stuff, very powerful stuff too, like resetting the gut and the dopamine receptors and so on.
Wow, that sounds exciting. Dopamine receptors make us happy. You can fast and be happy. I've done fast where I'm 5 days, 7 days without food. And I know by two, I mean, the first day, the second day is hard, but then day 3 comes, it's so easy now. I can feel like I can just keep going and going and going. Yeah.
You have to overcome this like little bump, and then it becomes easier. Yeah.
All the food addictions, like you talked about, all those cravings for the sweets and the sugars.
Yeah. But something that's also very important is, like, you cannot go from a very bad health to just go into fasting directly. You have to like build it up. You have to take step by step and prepare your body, because it's not so nice to have these detox reactions, or it's not good for the body if it goes too fast. So that's why I have my groups, my fasting groups and my programs, where I help women. They come to me and they are all in different stages and different health situations, but I am educating them how they prepare themselves. And also, what's very important for the female body, we are very complex, we have different hormones that we have to address also. And in fasting, we cannot fast in the exact same way that the men can, the male body. So that is also a huge part of my program, that we look deep into this. When in the cycle is it best to do longer fasts? When in the cycles do we need to take more care of ourselves, nurture ourselves, eat more right foods for the hormones and so on? So that is also a very big part that we need to address.
I think that's the biggest part. When I wrote my book, Fit from Within, it was dealing with that. It was, the women have a cycle, and if you're not eating with the cycle, you're going to get a lot of food cravings, and your body actually burns more calories, and it rolls you through this roller coaster, and then your dopamine, serotonin, all those neurotransmitters, they kind of go down, and then you get, depressed, and then you wonder why you're depressed. So I wanted to write a book that explained this and how to balance your body with, food, feeding your body, not starving it, but certain times. So I understand completely where you're going with this.
Yeah.
That's powerful. That's great.
Yeah.
That's really wonderful. So just brief us a little bit. I'm honored that you've chosen the hydrogen water to give these women. So can you tell us a couple reasons why you love the hydrogen water?
Yeah. Firstly, water is, of course, a main thing when you're fasting. You're drinking water. And it's so important for the cellular detox. And then to bring in the hydrogen in the equation is like really next level, because I've tried both without, the hydrogen, and now I'm fasting with the hydrogen, and it's a huge difference, really, because of the signaling functions in hydrogen, because it can signal and help our balance up, like the blood sugar. It can help us to balance this, like the hunger feelings, and yeah, so complex molecule. It's fantastic. And also with the energy levels, the ATP production, it goes hand in hand with the fasting, a really powerful hand in hand.
Good. And just out of curiosity, I know you've experimented a lot of different waters out there. In particular, the alkaline water. Have you had results with that? And then how is that different now from the hydrogen?
The hydrogen water is so much more power in, I will say. The alkaline water, I didn't have so many actual results with. I had made a hard time also to how do you say, in the start, when I started with the alkaline water, it took me quite a long time to adjust and for my body to adjust to it. And I couldn't drink this high level pH because my body told me, I felt inside that this is wrong. This is wrong for me, it's wrong for my body. And I am pretty sensitive. I feel very much in my body. So that was a huge difference. And the hydrogen water that we are drinking now is like, it's so much more power. It's higher levels of hydrogen. So you can feel more, of course, and get better results.
Awesome. I love to hear it. So I know you're all booked up right now with taking on new clients, but I know you have a new course that's going to come out soon and you have a waiting list for that. Is it okay to maybe drop the link down below, or do you want to tell the audience here how to get a hold of you?
That's perfect. You can definitely drop the link below, and I will have a course very soon, opening for a new course. So you feel free to join and get some more help in your life and learn about the fasting and the hydrogen water, of course.
Yes. You know, we all deserve to feel our best. And just work, you know, with you, I've known you for quite some time now. And just the tips you're giving me to help me through my journey with my health journey. So I really appreciate you. And I know you're going to add so much value to people out there. So anyone that's watching this, you think, oh, you know what, I'm really not sure, just reach out to Sofia here. You can find her on Facebook, Instagram. Martinson is her last name. She'll also have the contact info below. So just, you know, if you've got weight issues, if you've got gut issues, if you just want to feel better, this gal is going to help you get there. So reach out to her, and maybe she'll give you like a 30-minute consultation complimentary. I don't know, but you can always reach out to her and we'll find out for you, okay? All right, team, thanks so much, and we'll see you on the next episode.